Hey everyone, welcome back to Life in Timeless Art. Today, we're diving into a lyrical masterpiece from Lupe Fiasco called Theme Music to a Drive-By. Lupe is renowned for his intricate wordplay and thought-provoking metaphors. And this track is no different. It's a powerful exploration of survival, loyalty, and the tension between chaos and order, all wrapped in vivid imagery that challenges listeners to think deeper. In this song, Lupe critiques societal structures and reflects on life's contradictions, using metaphors that range from luxury cars to comic book icons like the Joker and Bruce Wayne. He dissects the complexities of street life, revealing how success often walks hand in hand with inner turmoil, and how rebellion against authority becomes a way of life for some. If you're ready to unpack the rich symbolism and philosophy in Lupe's words, you're in the right place. Let's dive into this lyrical journey and discover the timeless art behind Theme Music to a Drive-By. The first metaphors find from the Lupe Fiasco's Theme Music to a Drive-By song. In a world where survival often takes precedence over deeper reflections, the line, "Sticks and stones make the homes, only God's words can stop the wolves," captures a profound contrast between material sustenance and spiritual strength. On the surface, it speaks to the basic human need to construct safety and security. Yet beneath it lies a deeper commentary on the limitations of physical protection against life's most predatory forces. The material foundation, the phrase "sticks and stones make the homes," invokes the traditional rhyme about resilience, but twists its meaning to focus on survival and construction. Here, sticks and stones symbolize the tangible physical tools people use to build their lives and shield themselves from harm. These materials represent the practical, immediate measures taken to ensure basic safety and shelter in a hostile world. The predatory threat. The wolves are metaphorical representations of external dangers, whether physical, social, or moral. Wolves evoke imagery of cunning, predatory forces that prey on vulnerabilities. In this context, they could represent societal injustices, personal struggles, or even internal temptations that threaten to dismantle the security people construct with their sticks and stones. The limitations of material protection. While sticks and stones can construct homes and provide temporary safety, the metaphor highlights their insufficiency against more profound threats. The wolves, being relentless and intelligent predators, symbolize dangers that cannot be fully addressed by physical defenses alone. This juxtaposition underscores the vulnerability of human-made structures when faced with persistent and intangible challenges. The power of spiritual resilience. Only God's words can stop the wolves shifts the focus to spiritual or moral fortitude as the ultimate defense. Here, God's words symbolize divine wisdom, ethical principles, or inner faith that can confront dangers beyond physical means. It suggests that true peace and protection lie in adhering to higher values or spiritual guidance, which can counteract the metaphorical wolf's predatory nature. A philosophical contrast. Together, the lines explore the duality between the material and the spiritual, the immediate and the eternal. While physical means like sticks and stones are necessary for survival, they are limited in their ability to provide lasting security. By contrast, the metaphor posits that spiritual resilience offers a deeper, more enduring form of protection, one that addresses not just external dangers, but also internal strength and harmony. In conclusion, the line, "Sticks and stones make the homes, only God's words can stop the wolves," encapsulates a profound message about the dual nature of survival and security. It juxtaposes the tangible with the spiritual, illustrating that while physical efforts and material constructs can build a foundation, they are not enough to ward off deeper threats, represented by the wolves. These wolves, whether literal dangers or symbolic of societal or personal turmoil, require a strength beyond the physical. The emphasis on God's words highlights the necessity of moral guidance, faith, and inner resilience as the ultimate tools for navigating life's challenges. It is a reminder that true peace and safety are not solely dependent on external achievement, but also on a connection to higher principles and values. This metaphor not only reflects the struggle for survival in a harsh world, but also serves as a timeless lesson about the balance between material efforts and spiritual grounding in the pursuit of stability and fulfillment. The second metaphor is found on the Lupe Fiasco's Theme Music to a Drive-By song. In this exploration, the metaphor of declaring war on the deck like they, the Joker, all while ducking from Bruce Wayne, offers a lens through which to examine the complexities of rebellion against authority. It paints a picture of individuals caught in the cycle of disrupting societal norms while evading the structures that seek to impose order. Beyond its surface-level references, the imagery resonates deeply with the human experience, particularly in environments marked by struggle, resistance, and survival. The following breakdown delves into the layers of this metaphor, unpacking the symbolism of the Joker, the role of Bruce Wayne, and the interplay between rebellion and accountability. By examining these elements, we can better understand the tension between personal freedom and societal expectations, as well as the broader implications for those navigating this delicate balance. The symbolism of the Joker. The metaphor begins by aligning the individuals in question with the Joker, a character synonymous with chaos, rebellion, and defiance. The Joker's actions are unpredictable and driven by a desire to disrupt the established order. By declaring war on the deck, the imagery suggests an intentional embrace of disruption, targeting structures or systems that represent stability, much like a card game being thrown into disarray. Ducking from Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne, known as Batman's alter ego, represents authority, order, and a moral compass seeking to restore balance in a chaotic world. To duck from Bruce Wayne is to evade accountability, to run from the enforcers of law and order. The contrast between these two figures reflects a constant struggle between rebellion against societal norms and the forces that aim to uphold them. The duality of rebellion and evasion. The juxtaposition of declaring war on one side while evading another captures a paradoxical lifestyle. These individuals are not just rebelling for the sake of freedom, but are also perpetually on the run, avoiding the consequences of their actions. It highlights the exhausting cycle of defiance and escape, where every act of chaos invites an equal pushback from authority. A metaphor for street life. This imagery transcends its comic book references to reflect real-life experiences, particularly in environments where rebellion against authority is both a survival mechanism and a form of self-expression. The Joker's chaotic tendencies can symbolize crime, hustling, or other means of disrupting societal norms, while Bruce Wayne's pursuit reflects law enforcement or societal pressures to conform. The struggle for balance. Ultimately, this metaphor illustrates a deeper tension between the desire for freedom through rebellion and the inevitable confrontation with authority. The Joker and Bruce Wayne are two sides of the same coin, representing the chaos and order that define this way of life. It suggests that living in this constant push and pull is not only unsustainable, but emblematic of a deeper search for identity and purpose amidst societal constraints. Conclusion. In conclusion, the metaphor of declaring war on the deck like the Joker sat water, all while ducking from Bruce Wayne in Lupe Fiasco's theme music to a drive-by, serves as a profound commentary on the complexities of rebellion, survival, and the perpetual tension between chaos and order. By invoking the dual imagery of the Joker and Bruce Wayne, Lupe crafts a nuanced depiction of individuals navigating the paradoxical demands of self-expression through defiance, while simultaneously evading accountability. This metaphor resonates deeply with the human condition, particularly within contexts defined by struggle and systemic constraints. It reflects the exhausting cycle of resistance and escape, emphasizing the duality of seeking freedom while confronting the inevitable pushback of authority. The Joker's symbolism of disruption and Bruce Wayne's embodiment of order offer a vivid portrayal of this interplay, making the metaphor a reflection of both personal and collective struggles. Ultimately, Lupe's imagery transcends its surface-level references, providing a lens to examine broader societal dynamics. It critiques the unsustainable nature of living within this constant push and pull, while also highlighting the enduring search for identity and meaning amidst conflicting forces. This layered narrative not only enriches the song's thematic depth, but also underscores its relevance to real-world experiences of rebellion, survival, and the quest for balance. The third metaphor is fine from the Lupe Fiasco's theme music to a drive-by song. The underworld had to be smarter than Donatello. The line, "The underworld had to be smarter than Donatello," is a striking metaphor that illuminates the intellectual and strategic demands of navigating the criminal world. In referencing Donatello, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle known for his intellect, innovation, and problem-solving abilities, the comparison emphasizes the level of cunning and adaptability required to survive and thrive in a world filled with danger and deception. This metaphor challenges stereotypes about the underworld, portraying it as a space where raw strength is insufficient and survival hinges on mental acuity. Donatello as a symbol of intelligence. Donatello, with his iconic purple mask and mastery of technology, represents intellect and strategic thinking. Among his brothers, He is the one who devises tools, plans complex maneuvers, and solves problems creatively. By drawing a comparison to him, the line elevates the notion of intelligence to an essential survival skill in the underworld. However, the phrase goes a step further, implying that simply being as smart as Donatello was not enough. The stakes in the criminal world are so high that participants must outthink even the sharpest minds to navigate its complexities. The demands of the underworld. The metaphor points to the unique challenges of the underworld, where danger is ever present, and the rules of engagement are unspoken yet rigid. Unlike traditional societal systems, the criminal world operates on codes of secrecy, loyalty, and constant power struggles. Success in this environment requires a blend of street smarts, foresight, and the ability to read and adapt to rapidly changing situations. The mention of Donatello suggests that intellectual prowess alone isn't enough. Participants must also possess a deeper, more intuitive understanding of their environment to outmaneuver rivals and evade authority. Survival through strategy beyond raw intelligence. The line implies a need for strategy and foresight. The underworld is not just about reacting to immediate threats. It demands preemptive planning to stay ahead of adversaries. This is a realm where impulsivity can lead to fatal consequences, and every move must be calculated. Being smarter than Donatello suggests operating on a level where mistakes are minimized, contingencies are in place, and the consequences of each decision are carefully considered. A commentary on misunderstood complexity. This metaphor also challenges the stereotype of those in the criminal world as unthinking or brutish. It presents the underworld as an arena where intelligence is as valuable as muscle, if not more so. In this light, the line becomes a broader commentary on the misunderstood complexity of marginalized spaces. While the actions of the underworld may be viewed through a moral lens, its participants must navigate a labyrinth of challenges that demand creativity and innovation akin to those of a technological genius like Donatello. Conclusion: the underworld had to be smarter than Donatello. Encapsulates the high stakes and intellectual demands of navigating a world outside societal norms. It suggests that survival in such a space requires not just intelligence, but an extraordinary level of cunning and adaptability. By invoking Donatello, a symbol of intellect and strategy, the line redefines perceptions of the underworld, highlighting its complexities and the sharp minds it fosters. In doing so, it blurs the lines between traditional notions of right and wrong, shedding light on the universal need for resourcefulness and resilience in the face of adversity. The fourth metaphor is fine from the Lupe Fiasco's theme music to a drive-by song. They deranged like the rover that I rode. That was the range that I drove when I was a little bit older. A metaphor of contradiction. This line vividly juxtaposes the chaos of mental instability with the image of luxury, using the metaphor of a rover in a range. By aligning deranged with these high-end vehicles, it creates a striking commentary on the duality of success and inner turmoil. On one hand, it speaks to achievement and material wealth, symbolized by owning and driving luxurious cars. On the other, it underscores the instability and chaos lurking beneath the surface, challenging the traditional notion that success equates to peace and fulfillment. The symbolism of the rover and range. The rover and range vehicles are powerful symbols of success, wealth, and status. They represent material milestones that many aspire to achieve. However, in this context, they carry an ironic twist. By describing the vehicles as deranged, the speaker turns these symbols of control and luxury into metaphors for chaos and instability. This subversion suggests that external markers of success may conceal deeper, unresolved struggles, highlighting the disparity between appearance and reality. Chaos, wrapped in luxury. The pairing of mental instability with luxury vehicles creates a powerful contradiction. The rover and range evoke images of smooth rides and control, yet the term deranged disrupts that expectation, implying unpredictability and disorder. This contrast reflects the speaker's personal journey, where outward success fails to alleviate inner turmoil. It serves as a reminder that material achievements cannot always shield individuals from emotional or psychological challenges. A narrative of growth and reflection. The transition from the rover that I rode to the range that I drove suggests a passage of time and personal development. The speaker moves from being a passenger to taking the wheel, symbolizing increased autonomy and responsibility. However, the chaos, deranged, persists, indicating that while circumstances may change, internal struggles can remain unresolved. This evolution mirrors a broader commentary on life. Growth often brings new challenges, and success does not guarantee stability. The duality of success and turmoil. Ultimately, this metaphor encapsulates the duality of success and inner conflict. The rover and range serve as metaphors for achieving societal markers of success while grappling with the chaotic realities of life. It highlights the disconnect between external accomplishments and internal peace, urging reflection on the deeper meaning of fulfillment. Conclusion: they deranged like the rover that I rode. That was the range that I drove when I was a little bit older, is a layered metaphor that exposes the tension between material success and emotional instability. It challenges the assumption that wealth and status bring clarity or happiness, offering instead a nuanced perspective on the complexities of personal growth and the human condition. Through this metaphor, the line resonates as a powerful commentary on the often unseen struggles behind the facade of success. Don't fraternize with pigs. Those kids will think you're stool. A warning against betrayal. The phrase, "don't fraternize with pigs, those kids will think you're stool," delivers a poignant metaphor about loyalty, trust, and the perception of betrayal in street culture. Through its layered language, the line uses pigs as a derogatory term for police and stool, as shorthand for a stool pigeon, a colloquial term for an informant. At its core, the metaphor warns against associating with authority figures to maintain one's credibility and loyalty within a community where trust is paramount. The symbolism of pigs. In street vernacular, pigs has long been a term used to describe law enforcement, representing an entity often seen as oppressive or adversarial in certain communities. The choice of this term underscores the antagonistic relationship between the streets and the authorities. By advising against fraternizing with police, the lesson reinforces a cultural code where aligning with enforcement is viewed as betrayal, a violation of the unspoken rules that govern the dynamics of loyalty and solidarity. The meaning behind stool references a stool pigeon, slang for an informant or someone who collaborates with law enforcement. In this context, being labeled a stool is tantamount to losing respect and trust within the community. The imagery is powerful. A stool is something people metaphorically step on, reflecting how informants are viewed as lowly or disposable. The warning suggests that even the appearance of cooperation with the authorities can tarnish one's reputation irreparably. The stakes of perception. This metaphor goes beyond direct actions to emphasize perception. It warns that merely associating with police can create suspicion, regardless of intent or outcome. In tight-knit, high-stakes environments, reputation and trust are vital currencies, and even unfounded doubts can have severe consequences. The metaphor serves as a reminder that appearances matter deeply in these contexts, and safeguarding one's image requires constant vigilance. A commentary on loyalty and authority. The line also reflects the broader tension between marginalized communities and systems of authority. In many environments, law enforcement is seen not as a protector, but as a disruptor, deepening distrust and encouraging self-reliance within the community. By advising against fraternization, the metaphor reinforces the idea that loyalty to one's peers and shared struggles outweighs cooperation with a perceived adversary. This perspective, while shaped by survival and solidarity, also sheds light on the systemic fractures between communities and law enforcement. Conclusion: don't fraternize with pigs. Those kids will think you're stool encapsulates a powerful cultural warning about loyalty, trust, and the consequences of perception. By combining the imagery of pigs and stool, it paints a vivid picture of the stakes involved in navigating authority and maintaining credibility in tight-knit communities. Ultimately, the line speaks to the delicate balance of survival, reputation, and solidarity in environments where trust is everything and betrayal is unforgivable. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Lupe Fiasco's theme music to a drive-by. This track is a testament to Lupe's genius, blending complex metaphors with sharp social commentary to create a piece that challenges, inspires, and provokes thought. From its vivid imagery to its layered critiques of societal norms, this song proves why Lupe remains one of the most respected voices in hip-hop. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Life in Timeless Art for more breakdowns of music that moves us. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What's your favorite metaphor from this track? What stood out to you the most? Until next time, keep seeking meaning in the music. And remember, great art isn't just heard, it's felt and understood. Stay inspired, and we'll see you in the next one.